Here we go. It's Whisky Wednesday. Let's go. We're going to kick it off with Whisky of the Week. And we are going to indulge into some Balvenie. Double wood, 12-year-old. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that colour. Wonderful stuff. Listen to that beautiful noise as you heard in the intro. I love it. I absolutely love this. No big ice cubes. I've had to remake them. So we're going with little ice cubes this week. Haven't tried it. Well worth it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. There we go. Put that to one side. Pick up this beautiful glass. Cheers to this week's Whisky Wednesday. Now I've got to confess, I've had a couple beforehand. Like I do on a Wednesday, I cook tea. There's nothing flamboyant this week, that's for sure. Cook tea, have a couple of whiskies, get myself all going for Whisky Wednesday. So how are you all doing? Hope you're all well. It's been a horrible day here weather-wise compared to how it has been recently, but it has cheered up this afternoon. I noticed BBA was on a live walk earlier, or cycle. And yeah, he had some nice weather where he was, which is really cool. So yeah, this week's Whisky Wednesday's kicked off. What did you think of that intro? That's pretty cool. I've been playing about for quite some time now, trying to get some real definition into the brand of CPM. And I sat and I thought, you know, we're doing all this creative stuff. My name's Creative Precious Metals. And I just thought I really need to be a bit creative. So I spent quite a bit of time this week so far. Just really trying to use some tech, some stuff that I'm subscribed to produce a fitting intro to Whisky Wednesday. And yeah, I like it. I like the end result. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, right, before we go anywhere, we have to go round the board. Now, I said, I think on the last Whisky Wednesday, I wasn't sure I was going to do it. There's not an uproar, but everyone said, oh yeah, please carry it on. And yeah, you're right, guys. It is a part of Whisky Wednesday. And I've always done it. So I'm going to go around the board like I always do. So we'll kick it off with Boo. Has anyone guessed who Boo is yet? I'm still waiting for you to come up with your ideas, but we'll start right to left as always. Jim Wen from Australia. Great supporter of the channel. Jim, thank you very much. You've been so supportive for me on both my channels. This one on my podcast channel. You're a member of my podcast channel, which is really cool, I noticed. Yeah, thank you very much, buddy. So everybody gets worth a great mention. Don't they, Gollum? Yes, they do. Okay, we'll go through the poker chips. We've got Addicted to Precious Metals, Stat Collector. Now, I'm going to go through these. Addicted to Precious Metals has got a YouTube channel, not so active now, but hopefully it will be in the future. But I'm sure he will make up his mind what he wants to do. But he's pretty active in and around people's videos, so check him out. Check him out. His videos, you'll love them. Absolutely love them. They're hilarious, some of it. Yeah, he's a nice guy, And then we've got the Stack Collector. I'll talk about Stack Collector in a minute. Goldie's Gold of Silver. Been a bit quiet recently. Haven't seen much from him. Was pretty active. All have to do our thing. 365 we'll talk about in a little while. Your Time Is Now. Guna Girl. Yeah, she's quiet now, but great to check out. Check out her channel. Your Time Is Now. Yeah, some good content on there. Hopefully she'll come back at some point when she's ready. Gold Silver Hunter. Now I'm going to, do I mention it now? No, I'll mention it a bit later. Then we've got Stephen. Stephen's been a bit quiet recently. Got a few things he's sorting out. I wish you well, Stephen. Hopefully everything's fine. And then we've got Stacker Social. Mentioned Stacker Social in a little while. And then we've got some idiot called Creative Precious Metals. Who's me? That's got to be me. And then we've got Scott Silver. He's gone a little bit quieter, but yeah, check Scott Silver's got a channel. Check him out. Blistering Barnacles Adventures. Always active. Always very supportive. Check him out. Does some great stuff on his channel. Nerd UK. Always active. Big supporter of the community. Check him out. He's got a channel as well. Then we've got Cardiff Gold. Cardiff Gold, a dealer down in Cardiff, believe it or not, gotta be. Check them out for some good deals. Then we've got Jumping Into Silver, his old poker chip and his new poker chip. We're talking about jumping a little while. And then we've got Stacker Social Berlin poker chip. Stacker Social. Yeah, we all got one of those when we went to Berlin this year, which was really cool. Then we've got the Cranky Stacker, homemade poker chip, even more impressive. Cy the Sandman, we'll talk about him in a little while. And then Daft Precious Metals, he's also got a channel. Check him out too, for sure. Then we've got the Sticker Board, Gold Silver Hunter, Your Time Is Now, Scott Silver, Gordy, Jumping Into Silver, Cranky. Great guy. Cranky over in America. What a nice guy he is. Sight the Sound Mount. We'll talk about him in a little while too. And then we've got a lovely silver certificate courtesy of 365, who is mentioned here. 365. Then we've got Silver Stag. I nearly said Silver Shag Stacker. I didn't mean to say that, but probably that's the whiskey already. Silver Stag Stacker sent me this beautiful, one of the loveliest colorized copper coins, could even be coins, that I've ever been sent. Absolutely beautiful. A $1 Australian from Jim. Jimmy Boy. Then we've got Creative Precious Metals round, Cobra Stacker's very first round, Silent Sandman's round, channel round, Addicted to Precious Metals. Now I found out, well, I normally say like these are pretty rare when it's 1 of 5, and I happen to have one, so that's a real privilege. Excuse me. Then we've got another Creative Precious Metals round. Then we've got Stephen's button round. Michael sent me these German marks, Eurocoin Hunter. Thank you very much. Backyard Bullion. There's a nice piece that he, I think that was the very first piece that he actually on a live poured on Cobra Stacker, on one of Cobra Stacker's auctions, which was really cool. I think he did 2. That's 1 of 2. Very first ones. Stickers. Addicted to Precious Metals, Cobra Stacker, CY Sterling, 365, Stacker Social, Stack Collector, Stephen, God's Money, Blistering Barnacles, always curled up, Nerd UK, Daft Precious Metals, Goldie, and Goldie. And then we've got some lovely channel rounds and poker chips from Cobra Stacker. We've got Cobra's original business card, biggest business card. Some stuff that Cobra sent me when he's been out and about around the world. Very Egypt style. Camel finance, depicted by the camel. What else? These bits have fallen over. We have, oh crikey, it's not gonna, the blue tack's not keeping it up. There we go. Then we've got Cobra holding, you ever noticed, a piece of backyard bullion, 1 gram gold bar. So that's Cobra, stack collector. There you are, dude. And then back to the middle, we have APM, addicted to precious metals, sent me this 1 gram silver bar, and the stack collector sent me this 1 gram silver bar. And bang in the middle, center stage, Mr. Coin Noob 71. Homemade, creative poker chip. That's really cool. It's kind of nice to go around. These are all the people that have supported and sent me stuff. Obviously, there's people that support the channel outside of sending me stuff. How cranky's that one there? Always really shines out brightly. It's not red at all, but somehow it reflects in the light. But yeah, it's really cool that I don't think any other channel does that, which makes this one a little bit, my channel, a little bit unique. That's what we do. I'm really thankful. I'm always thankful for everyone that sends me anything. And please, if you want to get a mention in a Whisky Wednesday, all you need to do is reach out and yeah, we'll sort something out, get something over here, and I'll endorse you, man. This is a great medium to endorse people, because most of the people that I mention in that have all got channels. You need to go and check them out. They're all doing their stuff. They've all been around for as long as well, not quite as long as I've been around. Some have, some haven't. Some have come along, some people have followed, tried to help out. But yeah, this is what Whisky Wednesday is all about. It's all about helping people, giving them a bit of exposure. We have a bit of card goose leather. The barrel is from Cobra Stacker. That was a nice gift. And there's like a little Cypriot cross up the top there. That was from C.Y. Sterling, bless him, which is really cool. There's bloody flies everywhere where we are at the moment. You might see them across the screen every now and then. So yeah, please reach out. Send me stuff, and I'll put you in the, obviously in the intro, because I don't think I've missed anyone out on there, but I'll keep that up to date, so you always get a mention on the intro, and you'll get a mention on the actual video as well, which is always good for exposure for you guys. I've been around for a while. I want to help you out, man, really do. So this isn't normal for me. I've actually written out some stuff, because we're getting a little bit bigger and bigger all the time. At this point, I just want to thank everybody that supports me, watches my videos, comments on my videos. Please like and subscribe, it really does help. Subscriptions are going up very slowly, which is really cool actually. I'd rather they went up slowly, because hopefully capturing people that are really interested in the channel and the content. So that's really good to see. Copper corner's still there, hasn't changed at all. And yeah, letters. I love the letters. Send me a letter. Get it up on the board, get a mention. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Right, okay, next bit I need to go through, and that is, let's do my challenge, my channel challenge for the year. Now, I'm running a challenge. I've been running it for 2 months now. We're in month 3, which will run across the whole year. And I asked the community to make some videos in a creative way of your choice. And then at the end of the month, we all get to vote over in Stacker Social on the Whisky channel, Whisky Lounge channel, and the winner gets a 1 ounce piece of silver, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, last month, the first month winner was BBA, so he can't take part anymore as from a winning point of view. And then last month was Silver Punk, he won. So this month, the month of May, I noticed that Silver Punk had already posted a video, just but the results weren't out for last month. But he'd done a Queen's Beast video. It's great. Get over to the Whisky Lounge on Stacker Social, and you can check all these out. But yeah, he did a great video on the Queen's Beast. Unfortunately, obviously, it's not valid for the competition. And also BBA put out a Pokemon hunt video. I think the guys are enjoying just being creative, really. The feedback I've had is really cool. I wish, I ain't knocking it, but, gee, well, maybe I am. I wish more people would take part. Stop being lazy. Get those creative juices going, because you get to win a 1 ounce piece of silver. But we've had 3 other, 3 other entries. 3, man, 3. Come on, guys, for crying out loud. But we've had Sandy Millington, and he produced a video called The Day That Silver Made Time Stand Still, which is pretty cool, actually. Well worth a watch. And then we have Coin Noob. He created a video called Dragon Hunter with a drone. Really different, really creative. Like them all. And then we've got VB, Villainous Bounty. His intro to his videos are so cool. His first ever silver purchase, and he did that in a creative way, in his own depiction of being creative. So yeah, those 3 are running in the competition for this month to win a silver 1 ounce Philharmonic, which is fantastic. Their videos are in the Stacker Social Whisky Lounge. And then at the end of the month, what I do is I put a poll up and people vote on who they want to be the winner. End of story, really. But we're well over halfway through the month, and we've had 3, although we've had 5 videos, only 3 are valid, because the other 2 are previous winners. But only 3. Come on, guys. Don't be so flipping lazy. You've got a chance to really put those creative juices to work. There is no criteria. There is no. It's just your imagination and your, how you want to make a video. Just go and do one. It ain't rocket science. and you get a chance to win some silver. I ain't just giving it away. I've done that before, and there's plenty of channels that do that. I'm asking you to do a little bit for it, because not only is that it's entertaining for all of us, but also it's very inspiring for other people to get off their backsides and do something as well. So hopefully we'll have a few more entries into that competition. But you got what was it, the 21st today? Pardon me, was that 30 days in May? Another 9 days, week and a half, and then we'll see. Have fun, because that's what it's all about, having fun, nothing more, nothing less. So at this point in my video on a Whisky Wednesday, I like to talk about what I've been watching, what's been going on out there in the world. Now, I haven't got all the time in the world to watch everything, but I've made a little list of the few people that I've taken not some interest in, but just that I've seen. And I'm going to mention firstly Mr. 365. Mr. 365. What does that add up to? 11, 12, 13, 14. Is that a number for 365? 14? Does that mean anything to you, dude? Mr. 365. Now, 365 has been bombarding us all with Queen's Beast everything. Absolutely everything. His collection, gold ones, silver ones, silver bars. The Queen's Beast have really got their whole community in, well, definitely in the UK, buzzing over the last weeks with the Royal Mint releases. But yeah, 365, bless him. He does some crazy videos, absolutely crazy videos. But there's one that really stood out to me, and that was the one from, I think, a couple of days ago, or it might have been yesterday, and that was his 10-ounce Queen's Beast video that he had cut up and made into like a jigsaw. And that was all inspired, I'll give him his due, he wasn't his initial idea, it was Coin Noob's idea. He did it with a 1 ounce coin and put it out on TikTok, but 365 explains all that. That's what he does. But I thought that was everything about 365. That was genius. I watched the video and I thought, that's genius, man. He's took an idea, talk about creativity. Creative, that's really East End, isn't it? Southern East End. Talk about creativity at its best. He took an idea that he saw, and saw is the appropriate word, and then he used somebody that was a creative person that did this sort of thing, and he cut up a 10-ounce Queen's Beast. Now, cutting up the 10-ounce Queen's Beast, that so many people wouldn't do for obvious reasons, but he did it in his own unique way, and I actually watched, at the end of the video, I actually said, genius. That is genius. Genius. This is 365 being the most genius person that, if you want to create and be a wonderful top rate, well, wonderful is not the right word, I didn't mean that, an inspirational top rate influencer in the social media world. The man is a genius with his ideas, because it's self-creating. I sat there and I learned so much. It's totally self-creating. The exposure you get from doing something like that, which is totally off the charts to what anyone else will think of doing. He comes up with the idea, well, not the idea, someone else come up with the idea, but he took that idea and made it his own, and yeah, it's genius, absolute genius. I totally disagree with what he'd done. I wouldn't have done that with my 10-ounce Queen's Beast bar, but I haven't got one, so, but it's genius. It's absolutely, the exposure he gets from doing things like this is genius. So any of you up and coming, wanting to be YouTube, whatever, whether you agree with it or not, guy's genius. You should look at what he does. Cheers to you, Captain. There are videos that I just cringe at when he does them, but it's all for a purpose. It's entertaining. He runs a system so well. But he's so goddamn creative over his ideas in this social media space. So that's why he's successful. That's why he's talked about a lot. Yeah, it's amazing. Hats off to the guy. Hats off to you, dude. I can't always drink to you for what you do. Whether I agree or not, it doesn't matter. I can't help but admire what you do. So that's really cool. So go and check out 365 Days of Silver. As if anyone watching this video has not heard of him, I'll be amazed, absolutely amazed. And then, of course, you know, and I've got to mention Coin Noob, because Coin Noob inspired 365 to do that video. So hats off to Coin Noob, you know. You dude, Mr. Coin Noob 71. Hats off to you for, you know, doing that idea. It is amazing. To be fair, it does look. It's just amazing to have those pieces, because they're one-offs. They're absolute one-offs. I don't know who does them. I haven't caught their name, but I'm not promoting them, obviously. But yeah, that person's mega creative. They come up with an ingenious idea. And this is what this space is all about. Being innovative in your ideas and exploiting it, which is cool. The other thing, 365, which was a really cool video, was which I enjoyed, and that was Italy's first silver bullion release coin. Some people might like it, some people not, but historically that was a really cool video. I'm hoping that the contact that I have in that part of the world will be able to find me one too. Pardon me, because that's a nice thing to have in your collection, really. It's a bit historical, which is really cool. So we'll move on from 365 because he's had too much time. No, he's not had too much time. So then we're going to move on to McDonald Bullion. Now, McDonald Bullion, I'm going to mention him because he's been sneaking in some videos that come up on my feed. I'm always interested in, hope you don't mind me calling him Josh. He makes that quite well known that his name is Josh. Well, maybe his name isn't Josh, but he goes by the name of Josh. McDonald Bullion produces some great videos, very informative, always his videos always makes me think. I might not agree with him, I might not disagree with him, but then I'm not right and I'm not wrong, just like he's not right and not wrong. But what I love about what he does, and he's coming onto the podcast channel soon. What I love about him is he does his work, he does his research, and he keeps the visual on his videos very minimal, but he concentrates on the information that he's trying to put across, along with his opinions and the data and the information that he finds out there on the internet, obviously. So yeah, I always enjoy talking to Josh from McDonald Bullion. Interesting guy. And as I said, coming on to my podcast very soon. I should look forward to that, because he's took a liking to Bitcoin as well, which is really cool. Now we're going to move on to Nerd UK. Now, Nerd UK, I just know him now as Mr. 3D Printer. Now, I've been watching Nerd since he started. He didn't used to have a channel, but he has now. Well, he has done for a little while, and it's been really cool because what I love about his channel is not only he's found a niche, and again he's been creative. I love it, guys. This channel is all about creativity, but I absolutely love it. He found a niche in something he likes. He really enjoys it. I've spoken to him off of social media, and yeah, he absolutely enjoys doing what he's doing. And hats off to the guy. He's producing stuff for the community. He's found a niche in that. He's enjoying that. He's being creative with that. He's pushing himself with that. And yeah, it's just, we should all be in awe of people like this, you know, that do this, because that's what keeps the world pushing over, you know, keeps us going. I absolutely adore as well. He's, I think Nerd was inspired because once upon a time he used to do the 1 ounce of silver a week challenge. Lots of things have happened since then, but yeah, it inspired him to do the same, and he's continued to do it. So please go and check out Nerd UK. For sure. Then we move on to Sandy Millington. Sandy Millington. Sandy Millington. And now Danny Millington. It was always Sandy and Danny. But Danny's just recently appeared on the YouTube channel. Sandy Millington's Working Class Stacks. I noticed Sandy's video, very first video actually, and I thought, wow, that's really different, that's really cool, and I've been very quietly following in the background ever since, and he's, and obviously his partner Danny, it's really refreshing. He brings a different concept to stacking. There's so many people bringing new ideas and new concepts into stacking, keeping the community going, keeping the community engaged. It's so cool. It's really changing. It's with different personalities coming in. It's really changing. So I absolutely adore it. I think it's really cool. So Sandy, keep doing your good work. I'd love to give you a shout out on a regular basis here, but I need some stuff, man. You need to send me some bits so I can give you some shout outs. More. But, you know, it's great. As I said, he did the day that silver made time stand still. That's so creative. It's really cool. He's really pushing the barriers with what he's doing. And he's coming from a great place. Really is. So, yeah, I wish him and Danny very well. Very well indeed. And it'd be cool to get you on the podcast one day, mate. When you're happy, we'll do that. So that brings us on to the Stack Collector. Stack Collector. Now, the Stack Collector, I've never hidden away from my total admiration. He inspires me to really be on my game with my podcast and my presentation and the way I do stuff online. I've never hidden that. I admire his workload. I admire what he does for the community. I've never hidden that ever. Yeah, I probably in the background he does get a lot of recognition from certain parties in the community, but I've often given it a shout out. He does. It's so underestimated. I know from what I do with my podcast and what I do with my channel here, CPM channel, it takes some work. It really does take some work. And when you look at what he's done and how quick he's changed his whole brand, really, and what he's doing, and he's self-employed, and he's working really hard. Hats off to the guy. Got total admiration for it. Total. I can't wait to get him back into having a good chat with him, giving him a break from having to be the host, and he can come onto my channel. Hopefully we can sort that out very soon. But yeah, Stack Collector, last Saturday, Stack Chat. It was amazing. It was, again, he was hosting a lot of stuff to do with Stacker Social, which is what he does. This is why I sing his praises, because he does a lot of work technically for them. Or not for them, because he's a co-founder, but for the channel and for the community. Before I get told off for saying the wrong thing, but that's what I meant in the first place. He does do a lot of work for the community, and he runs a Stack Chat on a Saturday. Highly recommend you check that out, because he's changed it up again. He's trying to get new people on, new stackers on, which is really interesting. But this week, quite unbelievably, and I can't believe it, the 1,000 Stacker Social giveaway, a lot of prizes weren't claimed, and they weren't claimed a couple of times, and it's just like, what? And one of them was a 1/4 ounce Gold Britannia, which is ridiculous that no one claimed that. Absolutely ridiculous. Can't get over it. You can't give this stuff away, especially a £600 coin. Probably more than that, £650, something like that. I don't know, off the top of my head, in today's terms. But anyway, he hosted the Stack Chat, which he had on, let me get this right, Stacking with Craven. I'll talk about Stacking with Craven in a minute. Had a great chat with him, and that was a lovely listen from my point of view. Another new stacker that's burst onto the scene. Did some giveaways. Going to open one in a little while, because I won one. I actually won a duck race, which is ridiculous. Never won one before. That was my first win. We'll go through that in a minute. But yeah, he does a duck race. He does so much. It's ridiculous what he does. And it's fantastic. And well done, Stack Collector. I love your channel, dude. I really do. It's very inspiring for me. It's pushing me on. It's making me really think about what I'm doing technically and presentation wise with my channel, which is great. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, Stacker Social, they decided to do a giveaway on the Stacker Social site. They've got some giveaway bot channel where everyone had to, if they saw it, subscribe to. And if you go over to Stacker Social to the giveaway bot, you'll see who won. But I think everyone's claimed their prizes now, which is amazing, and it's super cool. Super cool. So yeah, Stack Chat Saturday nights. It's become an institution. He's made it his own. Yeah, fair play. I don't know what else I can say about the Stack Collector. What else can I say? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's wonderful. Really boring. I mean, Lee Side does all this, doesn't he? Does all this with his hands, and you've got a bit of music in the background. But mine's just standing there. And you just see this every now and then. Moving on, last but not least, Cobra Stacker. Oh man, what can I say about Cobra Stacker? Cobra Stacker. Auctions, whatnots, workload, does so much for the community. A lot of it isn't seen, a lot of it isn't recognised. Yeah, it's he's very slowly. I mean, it's brilliant. He cracked over 2,000 subscribers. That channel, it is going to be massive. It's massive now. I remember talking to Cobra right at the very beginning, and I haven't stopped since, really, to be fair. We often talked about, oh crikey, I can't believe we got to there. And I'll never forget one of the really fantastic conversation. He broke 500 subscribers on YouTube, and then it dropped back, and he was going, oh, I don't know what I've got to do. I don't know what I've got to do. I said, just keep doing what you're doing, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, lo and behold, a year and a bit later, he's over 2,000, and that is accelerating. Cobra works so hard. He works really hard behind the scenes. A lot of this stuff I'm very privy to, and it can come across very biased, obviously, and I recognise that and I know that, so I have to be very careful with how I put this across. But he works really hard, and he is genuinely working really hard to try to provide a great service to the community. But he recognises that, you know, that takes time, but he's prepared to put that time and effort in. He done a couple of videos recently, does the odd live here and there. I know he's well into his trading cards. I'm not even going to pretend to know the different categories of trading cards, silver trading cards that he's got. I can't believe how many bloody flies are in this studio. But his latest one that he unpacked on his own channel last week, and then I think he did a whatnot one on Saturday, I believe, was a Star Wars trading card series, and it's really cool. He genuinely really wants other people to benefit and win big time. But at the same time, he's forever warning people about, you know, it's not a guarantee. You are taking a risk. You know, he's really genuine over what he does. Yeah, it's good to see. Really good to see. I am absolutely super excited about Cobra's journey going forward. yeah, it'd be really interesting to see where he goes. Genuinely nice guy. Very quickly, we've got Si the Sandman. Si the Sound Man, not Si the Sandman, Si the Sound Man. Si has been pushing out some videos recently. Queen's Bees, he's become a keen collector of the Queen's Bees. Yeah, yeah, it's really interesting. Actually, I'm not going to say too much about Si because this Saturday I have got the privilege, and it's been a long time coming, long time in the making, of doing a recording with Si on Saturday evening. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be... Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be, but I know it's going to be really cool. We got on. I met Si personally in bloody fly again in Berlin. We got on like a house on fire. Yeah, we can have a bloody good chinwag actually. To be fair. So yeah, we're going to put that into a recording. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about Si, but go check Si out. Big member of the community. Another guy that I totally admire, he's grabbed, we'll probably talk about it more when he's on my podcast, but he's grabbed the concept of social media and producing quality videos very quickly. I'd love to know a little bit more about that, how that's come about and how that comes across so easy, it seems. It probably isn't easy, I'm sure. But yeah, Si, he's another Queen's Beast fan. So yeah, that's going to be recorded this weekend, so keep your eyes out. Next week probably be released to members on the podcast first, and then it'll go public probably maybe next Tuesday, Wednesday time, which would be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it, big time. So what does that leave me with now? Other people I've been watching, oh crikey, Benson's Coins. I'm hoping that I will be able to get Benson's Coins onto my podcast too, because I'm really intrigued on his journey. Really intrigued. He puts up some really cool videos. I want to know more about his journey and why he's doing whatever, because that's the nosy git I am. But I'm hoping, yeah, I think that's gonna happen soon. Villainous Bounty. I follow Villainous Bounty. I absolutely love his intro. It's just one of those cool, really intros that you sit, it starts, and you're just like, oh, I want to. What are you gonna come up with, dude? But he's been doing some really cool videos. I love the walkabout videos. That I think in its own right is creative in its entirety, and that's inspired me to do my walkabout blogs on my podcast channel. But yeah, one nice guy. We dialogue sort of through direct messaging. Yeah, we seem to get on okay, which is cool. Yeah, nice guy, and I admire and I will support anybody. I don't think a lot of people realise, I might scare a lot of people maybe, but trust me, if you would like to be inspired and supported in a maybe I'm very upfront with how I am, but I'm very supportive. I really care and I really give a shit, and if someone wants to help themselves, I will help them as much as I can. So and that's either through exposure of videos, YouTube, social media, whatever I can do, I will do that, as long as people really want that, you know, inspiration, and they want to work at something. I'm really up for that. So reach out for sure. Which brings me on to OMG, this is getting like, before I can get into the crux of talking about what I want to talk about, I'm like, what are we, half hour in? That's mad. Brings me on to, back to the stack chat. And this, I won a duck race. Anyone that doesn't know what a duck race is, you need to watch the Stack Collector's channel on a Saturday, and you will soon get to know what duck races is all about. He's made it his own. It's superb. But jumping into silver, I've got to mention jumping because this is a parcel from Jumping Into Silver. I have mentioned him earlier on my intros. He did a giveaway, hopefully I'll get this right, for 250 subscribers on his channel. And he asked a Stack Collector to do a giveaway for him via a duck race. And I won. So I haven't opened it, as you can see. I should use my trusty Stanley knife. I won that, which is really cool. It's my first winnings from a duck race, which is cool. I will turn it round. This is really cool, isn't it? Look at the envelope. It's very blingy, isn't it? Very blingy jumping. And this is what I won. He did tell me what I won, but I can't remember. We've got 2 pieces in there by the looks of it, and I can keep that to use for something else, which is really cool. So this was Jumping's subscriber giveaway. Oh, a nice piece of copper, which is cool, which can go in copper corner. Now Jumping's been around, I don't know, a year now maybe. Great channel, went into his silver, great story. Jumping was very brave to come on to my What Podcast. What Podcast? Check it out the What Podcast. And reveal his story, which was quite a story to reveal, to be fair. I'm very honoured and privileged to, it took a bit of a while to get it sorted, but yeah, go and check it out. It's a bit of his storyline to who he is, how he become, how he got into stacking. But now he's become quite a stacker in his own right in the community, and he's very vocal in the community. And look at this. Now, I don't know what this is. In God We Trust, Liberty, 1945, which is cool. Oh, that's upside down. What the hell does that say? Something to do with America. So that looks like a really old coin to be, 5 cents. Some sort of silver coin. That's cool. There's a story that I'm going to tell you about in a minute. So I'm pleased to have that. That is my first, I think one of my, well, it's not my first, but it's one of my earliest collectible old outside of the UK pieces. So thank you, Jumping. That's really cool. That's going to go with some other bits that I've got. Now we've got here a 2 ounce copper round by those. Oh, it's like an Aztec copper. This is going to go nice in copper corner. That's really cool. Thank you very much. I love copper. I'm a plumbing and heating engineer and I've worked with copper all my life. So it has a very, very sentimental thing going on with me. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. So that's from Jumping. Now Jumping, check out his channel, Jumping in the Silver. As I said, he's all over Stacker Social. It's not as if you can't find a guy. I think he's got about 270 subscribers now, which is growing rather quickly. Yes, some very, very interesting stackable pieces of silver. I think that's his ultimate love from stacking and collecting. And again, I think if we can make it happen very soon, he's going to come on to my podcast channel and we're going to continue and do a part 2 from his part 1 journey. Maybe with someone else, that's to be confirmed. But we'll see. Yeah, there we go. Then I'm a lucky boy, aren't I? I actually won something amazing, 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 amazing. That I think I've exhausted myself of talking about everybody else. I try and talk about me, my channel, my podcast channel. These flies are doing my head in. Why? This office, it's not an office. This studio space is quite big, to be fair. And why I've got so many flies around me, maybe I stink, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Well, that gives me an opportunity to talk about my channel. Me and my channel, my journey. I had a bit of rant last week. I quite like having a rant. I think it's really cool and I think it's really brilliant that we should be able to express ourselves and express our feelings and express our experiences. And I'm very lucky to have this channel to be able to do that. I try and do it in a way that doesn't offend anyone. I had some good feedback from last time. Sorry for the puffing. It's just giving me a break, really, to be fair. I try to keep these videos real. So yeah, I thought I'd be really creative and make a Whisky Wednesday intro, which I've really enjoyed doing. I think the Whisky Wednesday on CPM channel, I think the creative side, I'm really going to work hard to just keep it pure creative. My viewpoint on gold and silver hasn't changed whatsoever. I'm really, I'm going to be really honest. I am struggling. I've got a very addictive personality, probably like most people that get into this space. And I have a total addiction to, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about silver. I don't know whether it's because of the mad, crazy, gorgeous, reasonably cheap way of putting wonderful, gorgeous, lovely designs on coins, especially on silver coins, makes it really addictive to people that have an addictive personality, which is a market dealer's dream. It really is. And I am really, 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 really working hard to not let that become slightly uncontrollable like it was. Pardon me. And be sensible about it. But I'm struggling. I'm genuinely struggling with it. I look at, obviously, Cobra Stackers auctions, and it's just like, whoa, wow, whoa, wonderful. If I was to be able to even put out my collection of silver collectibles and premium pieces, it would instigate something inside of me. I have to keep them away. I have to keep them locked away in different places because I have amazing addiction to wanting to collect them more. So I'm struggling with that. Really struggling with that, but I'm working on it and I'm getting there, and I've been very, very, very good boy. But I was sitting there today thinking, oh man, I just want to do something on a regular basis. And I find it hard because what I was talking about last week in my investment journey, when I actually do the maths and the sums, then with my personal, and it's a personal thing, totally personal thing, is I need to be putting that money into other things. And I am doing that, to be honest. But I just like, oh, please let me buy some silver. Man, please. Please, 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 please. And so I was sitting there thinking while I was at work today, driving around, and whilst I was doing my job, I was thinking, oh, God, what can I do? What can I do? And I was thinking, oh, should I collect 1/4 ounce silver, just regularly, just so I've regularly got something to, because it's like Christmas, man. You order stuff and you get it in a bag or a box and you open it, and it's just like such a rush. And it's crazy. It's crazy to think of it like that. But for me personally, it is a rush, and it's lovely, and it's, to spend money on yourself. And obviously I've got the medium of making videos and whatever, and I miss it. I so miss it. I'm doing my collections, but of course once I've gone through the 2025 collections, that's it until 26 comes along, unless something like the Royal Mint releases something that I'm collecting. That's it. So that rush that I've had, and maybe, and this is controversial, maybe I shouldn't have got into it when I was looking at it from an investment point of view, but I've got to fulfill that rush somehow. So I'm still very, very careful what I do. I look at all the same dealers every day, and I'm just like, whoa, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. But yeah, it's a struggle. So I don't know. I did maybe trying to fulfill that rush and expectation. I've just sort of thought I would collect some older coins. I'm not sure that's going to do it for me, but I've tried it. I actually jumped on Whatnot the other day, made my first ever purchase. I was really curious, actually. I just wanted to see what the process was. They're coming tomorrow, actually, the bits that I bought. It's now become just an experimental thing. I think maybe something similar to what 365 does. I just need to feed my, I don't know, but I just need to feed my I'm going to call it addiction because it is, but in a very sensible way that I can try and to be creative with. Yeah, that's a great way of, my God, you can tell I'm a bit of an addict at this because I'm trying to find justified reasons for doing what I'm doing. So yeah, but it makes sense. As long as I can keep the costing down, I'd rather spend loads of time producing something, which is basically my time, than actually using fiat currency to feed that addiction, because that's not healthy, not in my opinion anyway. I don't know. What do you reckon, guys? Should I do 1/10 silver pieces, 1/4 silver pieces, or should I just go back to just feeding myself 1 ounce a week or 1 ounce a month? I think the 1 ounce a week will feed it better. Let me know in the comments what you think. What do you reckon I should do? Tough one. Because it's so, you know, it's really funny, this space, because sometimes I just like, whoa, what are you doing, Andy, CPM? What are you doing? Why are you buying this stuff? Why are you so addicted to this stuff? My God, if I pull my collection out, it would just so egotistically get me going. Which is mad. Yeah, quite often I think, what am I doing? But look at this stuff, it's just gorgeous. Maybe let me know in the comments, what do you think? What would you do? I'm not going to say money's not an option, because it bloody well is. Do you think, after what I've told you, I could just keep with, what would you do? Would you do 1/10 of silver a week, 1/4 silver a week, or 1 ounce of silver a week? What do you think would float my boat and fulfill my addiction? I hate this space, but I love it. This is terrible, isn't it? I'm being honest. I'm being so honest. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's because it's just purely more, silver is more accessible to us people with not a lot of money. And don't get me wrong, I could think of worse things to spend on it, spend my money on. I don't know, I keep looking at the Britannias and just thinking, just buy 1 Britannia a week, for God's sake. Let me know. Come on, guys. Help me out here. I'd appreciate it. Nightmare. Or should I just do copper? Should I go mad with the copper stuff? Should I go mad with copper? Don't know, man. It's horrible. It's like having a parrot on your shoulder all the time that's saying to you, oh, come on, you've done this, you've done that, you've worked this out. It's a nightmare, dude. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. We'll see. We'll see what I see what the comments I get. I wish I could just break away from it. End of. But I look around my backdrop. Nightmare. You really get me thinking now, guys. I look around all this backdrop and I think, wow, and this isn't, oh, that sounds really terrible. It's nothing. It's wonderful and it's lovely and it looks gorgeous. And I'm so, what's the word? I'm so humbled to have it. It's, God. The nice thing about it all is I really do appreciate what it is like to be addictive to anything. Which is cool, actually, to be fair, because it helps me appreciate and understand what people are going through. Cool. Right, I'm going to give my podcast channel a bit of a shout out. Now, that's going for a remake as well. As I said, coming up, we've got Silas Salman this weekend. Hopefully McDonald Bullion very soon. The Stat Collector Part 2 very soon. Hopefully Benson will come on very soon, with or without or separately. Jumping into silver. So I'm gonna continue that series, because that's really cool to do. See how people are getting on. There's a lot of other things that I cannot talk about at this moment in time that are in the pipeline, which is so bloody exciting. It's unreal, and I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm really enjoying my podcast. I need to get that going a little bit more. If you like Bitcoin, I talk about Bitcoin quite a bit because that's a massive passion of mine. Massive, massive, massive. Look out for lives on there. Look out for virtual pub chats on there. Look out for some really diverse conversations going on there. I'm finally beginning to realise where I want to take that channel, which again is really exciting. It's a people's channel, so it can be about anything. I know a lot of people tell me, they say, oh, I want a bit of direction and consistent direction, but that's not me really, because that doesn't reflect the world. It's a great place to see me really let off. And also on this channel, I'm going to be more myself. I think I had a major rant the other day on a short. I listened to something and I totally disagreed with it. And like a prick, because I am a prick, I let it get to me, and I quickly, I don't know, I just recorded myself saying I just listened to something and it really peed me off. But it really did pee me off. But I'm so respectful for everybody doing what they're doing. And I'm too old for that. I'm not naming people and shaming people, and what right have I got to name and shame anyone? Because my view is just my view. But I'm not going to hide it. I'm a normal person. I'm just not going to hide that sort of stuff anymore. I'm going to say what I want to say, but I'm not going to be disrespectful to anybody. That's not the aim of the game. So yeah, it's really exciting. What an exciting time. I'm going to be a bit more, just as a wrap up for this week. I will say, I still believe, and I really do believe this, that we are going through some really interesting times. You've only got to, hopefully you guys do your homework. And if you're not doing your homework, get off your arse and do some, for God's sake, man. We are going through some very interesting times at the moment. I'm hesitating about how I say the next piece without upsetting half the community. God's sake, man, it's mad. Be very careful what you're spending your money on. I can't emphasize enough that I don't know how you get your money. Hopefully it's all legit. Hopefully it's all within the rules of how we live. But I don't know how you get it, but please look after it. Please spend it wisely. Nothing I say or that you see on my channel personally is going to make you amazingly rich, amazingly wealthy. Just like I said last week, the important thing is to come to terms with you and what you can do and how you can enjoy that way of working hard, getting your fiat, and just protecting it in a asset that maybe will protect that time and energy in the future. And that's the most important thing, more than anything, absolutely more than anything. Be very careful what you listen to. Be very careful what you buy. Be very careful who you follow. When times get tough, then you have to get tough with yourself, and just rein yourself in a little bit and just take stock. I do not believe any decision I make today as a rule will affect the wealth of my well-being tomorrow, other than the obvious. And I'm not going to go into that because it's obvious. So any mad panic I've got to buy silver today, gold today, Bitcoin today, stocks and shares today, is never going to be important as me waiting and being patient and making sure I'm protecting my time and energy and preserving it very slowly. You got to do it slowly. You're not going to miss out on anything. We all think we are. There's plenty of people that's on their agenda to tell us that if we don't act now, we're going to miss out tomorrow. No, that's not necessarily the case. It really isn't. So just be careful, man. Really be careful. So important. Enjoy the community. There's some amazing people out there. There's some complete idiots out there too. But it's our responsibility to navigate ourselves around that. You've got to be your pilot of your own airplane. You've got to be your captain of your own ship. You just got to work it out. For sure. So there you go. Not going to get too depressive. Thank you very much. What a Whisky Wednesday. I hope you like the intro. Please let me know what you think about the intro. I really liked it. But don't be scared. Tell me the truth. I thoroughly look forward to next week. look out for size. It's going to be really cool. I have no idea what to expect from size of it. That's what makes it all exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. There's probably plenty going on in the community. I know there's some all sorts of auctions. I'm going to mention GSH Gold Silver Stacker. He I don't know, Gold Silver Hunter, get it right. I know he does a lot of pouring, but he does a lot of pouring in copper, which is right up my street, really, to be fair, considering my my career. Yeah, he's going to be selling some products soon. You can see some of his items on Cider Sandman's channel in the background, and I think in the background the Stack Collectors as well. Yeah, there's some talented people out there, really, really, really talented, and they need supporting because they're trying their hardest. Other than that, take good care, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble on. Look after your bloody selves, and I look forward to seeing you. And one last point, and that's on my podcast on Sunday. I just want to thank the community for coming in and supporting my live. It was really appreciated. You don't have to come on, but you do. And I really appreciate it. I might not say much. I might knock a lot of things. I might slag a lot of things off. But I do give a shit. And I do care and understand and realise that there's some good supportive people out there. And I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. Take good care. See you soon. Bye.